help them to move well, live well. We get a number of people that come in here with issues regarding their hamstring, in particular runners. They're complaining of pain in the butt, pain in the hamstring, back of the thigh, to the knee. And what's going on with these folks, it's a condition known as ischial tunnel syndrome. It's a type of sciatica, sciatic nerve entrapment. And I brought out good old Netter here. And can you see this right here? Yeah, so this is good old Netter here. This is the back of the thigh. And if you can see this yellow, see this yellow? This is the sciatic nerve. These are the glutes, and these are the rotator muscles of the glutes. But if you look right here, ischial tunnel syndrome, this is the ischial tuberosity. They're kind of like your sit bones. When you sit down, they're called your sit bones. This is the ischial tuberosity. And these are your hamstrings. You see these? They've been reflected back here. But these muscles right here, this is your hamstring muscles. And you see they originate right there on that bone, that ischial tuberosity. And sometimes these folks come in with a history of sometimes they got a hamstring pull, they do a lot of running, they sit a lot right here, and over time, these muscles, this area, you get a little bit of scarring, some adhesions, and look how close it is to the sciatic nerve. It starts interfering with the function of the sciatic nerve, and boom, you have sciatica symptoms, and particularly just in the back of the hamstring, the back of the thigh, to the knee. And that's where they have problems. So, ischial tunnel syndrome, sciatica. Now, how do you fix that? How do you fix ischial tunnel syndrome? Well, these runners, they're running and they feel most of the pain during heel strike, that boom, and it feels that pain in through there. How do you fix it? Well, first, you got to get your good old handy dandy foam roller out. So, you get your handy dandy foam roller here, and you sit down on your sit bones, on your sit bones right there. So you're sitting down. I can feel it on my bone. My bony butt is on that foam roller right here. And just if I just do this, so I'm letting the foam roller go backwards like this, and now I'm right at that. If I lean a little bit, let's say if I have problems on my right side here, I can lean a little bit to the right here like this, and now the foam roller is right on that hamstring origin, right there on the ischial tuberosity, just like that. And I can just rock back and forth. So you just kind of oscillate back and forth on that. So I'm trying to, the idea here is you're breaking up some of the adhesions between the hamstring and the sciatic nerve. You see, because that's what's happened over the years, is they've had a trauma in the hamstring, they have like maybe a hamstring pull, or just repetitive trauma, lots of running or lots of sitting, will cause that area to become adhesed to the sciatic nerve. So I'm just rocking back and forth on that. And you can do the whole hamstring if you want. You can go all the way. But the idea here is that spot, just really working in that spot. You can kind of see I'm just on one thigh here. And I can kind of feel that and do that. The reason why I have you start out with a foam roller, because you can kind of do this with a lacrosse ball too, but the lacrosse ball is a little bit too aggressive sometimes. So start out with the foam roller, and you don't want to do it to where you're in pain, because this could be very, very painful. It could even elicit a lot of the symptoms that you're complaining about in that back of the hamstring. But the idea is you're breaking up the adhesions between the hamstring and that sciatic nerve. So here you are using the foam roller to start with. And again, don't sit here in agony. If you need to, you can support your weight more with your hands like this. And you don't have to use your whole body weight on that spot, because that can really cause some increased symptoms. So again, you do this to your tolerance is what we usually tell folks to do, to your tolerance. And you do that for a couple minutes or so, working there, 2-3 minutes, and then you release, you get rid of the foam roller, and then you go into some active stretching. And I like to call this active stretching. I'm going to show you 3 ways to do this. We're going to do one seated here, and then we're going to do one standing, and then we're going to do one laying on your back. So I have the good old pull-up assist band. You can use a belt, you can use a towel, a rope, whatever you have at home that will help you. But what I'm doing here is I'm wrapping this around kind of by the ball of my foot there, and I'm seated straight. You see this? The idea is I'm gonna traction that sciatic nerve itself in that tunnel. So remember, it's ischial tunnel syndrome. So as it's entrapped in there, you want to free those adhesions and entrapments. So we just did that using the foam roller first, and now I'm taking it through a stretch. So this is kind of like a hamstring stretch, but I'm adding a little bit of traction to it too. And so I'm pulling with the pull-up assist band like this, and now my foot goes into dorsiflexion a little bit, and I can lean forward and just gonna oscillate back and forth in here like this, keeping my back straight. A lot of people, they do this, but the idea is I want to keep my back straight as I do this. And you can feel that sciatic nerve traction in that area. It may reproduce symptoms in the back of the thigh, and that's okay, but you want to do it to your tolerance. If it's too much, you can ease up on the pull, you can ease up on the hip hinge when you do this stretch. And you can just actively do it. So this is active stretching. In other words, I'm kind of just active or dynamic stretching in through here. And the idea is you're getting that sciatic nerve to kind of glide, if you will, in that tunnel. See that? Gliding back and forth. You can imagine that in there as I do this. And again, I'm going slow, but I'm doing it deliberate. See that? And I can feel that pull. I can feel that nerve in the back of the thigh there to my knee. It's right there. If this is too much aggressive for you, you can just do it without this, and you can do bring your foot up just like this as you do it. See that? Just like that. Okay? So this is the seated version. So again, the idea is to get that nerve to move after you've broken up some of the adhesions with the foam roller. Now, that's seated. If you want to do it lying down, so you just lie down. So here you are. I'm going to put that around my foot there, the ball of the foot, right in here. I'm going to keep that knee locked out. See, you don't want to bend. You want to lock that sucker out. And again, now my body is already flat on the floor, and all I'm doing here now is just bringing it to me. See that? I like using the pull-up assist band because it has it has give to it as stretch, and then I can add more pressure or less pressure depending on the thing, depending on your comfort level. Your comfort level. That's what I meant by thing. So here I am. And again, it's dynamic, it's active. You're just kind of doing it like this. Nice and deliberate, and you see my leg moving like that, and I can feel that all the way through here, that nerve. And again, you're trying to get that nerve to flow through that tunnel better. So this is kind of like a nerve flossing, if you will, nerve gliding of that sciatic nerve through the ischial tunnel right there. Just like that. Again, 30 seconds to a minute on these. I'm demonstrating it for a little bit longer so that way you guys understand what's going on here. But 30 seconds to a minute in each of these positions is going to be good until you get a amelioration. That's my new favorite word, amelioration of symptoms. Now, standing, you're going to eliminate this, so no longer here. You're going to get a step. So this could be at a step or something like that. I've got a step here, just like you can put a book at home. You put a book. I have something to hold on to, so you can put a book or a door jam in a door jamb, and you're putting your foot in dorsiflexion right here. See that? My foot's in dorsiflexion. Ball my foot on the top of that thing, and I'm keeping the knee straight, and I'm hip hinging. You see? I'm hinging at the hip. My back is staying flat, and there I am. I can feel that, and I'm just going to oscillate in that position right here. See that? Again, you do this to your tolerance. You don't want to feel, you're going to feel a little bit of symptoms, but you don't want to feel like, oh man, I'm making it worse. If you're making it worse, you need to back off and decrease your range. So right in here, just like this. Again, this is for ischial tunnel syndrome. Like we were talking about, we saw you on that netter, on the anatomy chart in netter, that the ischial tuberosity is the origin for the hamstring muscles. And from history of trauma to the hamstring, repetitive use, that type of stuff, you get adhesions, and that sciatic nerve is so close to that ischial tuberosity, it starts to get problems with it too. It interferes with the function of that nerve. Again, do this for about 30 seconds to a minute, and those 3 stretches, 4 steps, 3 stretches, seated on your back and standing up, just like that. And ischial tunnel syndrome gone. Sciatica, from here to here, from the butt to the knee, that can cause sciatica there because of ischial tunnel syndrome. Anyway, if you have any questions with this video, drop it off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button, because that'll keep you in the loop with subsequent videos coming here in the near future. That way you can continue to move well and live well. Also, I know you know folks who are battling pain in the butt, going down to the knee, sciatica. Share this with them. They may have ischial tunnel syndrome, so share this with them. Sharing is caring. That way they know how to fix that and get on with their lives, especially runners. That way they can get back to running. So share this with them. That way they can get better. Also, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. It lets us know you care. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care.